Hello and thank you for joining me for this video. Today I'm gonna talk to you about one of my all-time favorite brands, which is called Freddies of Pinewood. This brand specializes in recreating casual and more like work clothes that are all inspired and very accurate to the 1940s, 50s and sometimes even 1960s. As I mentioned, they specialize more in casual wear, so their biggest highlight in my eyes are the jeans, which is something that is very hard to find, especially in this style, in this vintage style and in an actual high waist, because today a lot of the jeans that you see in chains, they're called high waist, but they don't actually reach the highest point of your waist. Also, they make a lot of casual tops and shirts that I really like, so I'm gonna be showcasing them as well. In this video, I'm just gonna talk a bit about this brand, about how to find your size and give you some information, because it's something that I get asked a lot by my friends, like how to order the correct size, because I know it's something that is very scary when it comes to jeans, but it's actually super simple. And also because I have so many of their actual items that I purchased over the years, so I'm just gonna try on a few different ones and let you know what I think about different styles, so maybe it will be easier for you to choose which jeans will be best for you, because seriously they have so many options, it's really confusing, and the first time I wanted to order I had no idea where to start, so I hope I can help you with that as well. So a little background of why I'm obsessed with this brand and how I actually got to start purchasing from them is because I'm a working makeup artist and hairstylist, so I work a lot of hours on my feet standing, and also I carry suitcases, and actually it's a pretty physical work, although it sounds like very glamorous, but I get to like go to new places each day and have to carry my stuff and organize them and, you know, bend over and stand up and do whatever I need to do. So it's not something that I can wear like flowy vintage dresses or even just in general skirts and stuff like that. I don't feel comfortable. I want to actually wear work clothes to my work. And also because I'm a freelancer, always I want to make a good impression and look very serious and stylish at the same time, and of course have a vintage aesthetic, which is something I always strive for. So sometimes when you're wearing like comfortable or just very casual clothes, it's very hard to look vintage or vintage inspired. So that's why I'm really obsessed with this brand, because just this is what I wear every day when I go to work, like this is my work clothes. So this brand, I know, is kind of known for not being on the cheap side. It's kind of an investment, but these kind of items are staples in your wardrobe. It's something that will last you for years and it will always be useful. It's not like a seasonal or trend kind of outfit, so this is something I think really every vintage lover should have. Sorry, I'm like overselling them. I don't get any like you know, commission or something. I just really like this brand and I'm very happy to talk about it. Also, another reason I like their clothes is because I live in Tel Aviv, which is a very warm city in terms of the weather. So I have a lot of like summer kind of clothing, very like short sleeve, everything. And then in the like 2 months that is kind of not hot, I would even not say the word cold, but for me it's very cold, I don't actually have like proper clothes for that. So because Freddies are based in the UK, I think a lot of their clothes are more like on the warm side or even just between season, like fall kind of clothing. So that's something I'm very lacking in, and the only like sweaters I have and stuff are from them. So the first time I ordered jeans online, it was from Freddies. I was terrified. I seriously didn't think ordering jeans online will work, and I took my chances, because being pear-shaped and also being like a chubby kid and stuff, I was always struggling with jeans. I didn't wear them for years before making my first order from Freddies. Maybe that's also a reason why I'm so passionate about it, because I seriously just thought I'm not a jeans person. And it was like a sore spot for me going as a kid, as a teenager, I mean, to buy jeans. It was always like a really bad experience. So ordering from Freddies, it's actually very simple in terms of the actual sizing. All you have to measure is just your waist at your narrowest point, just below your rib cage. That's all you need to know. But if you feel like your body proportions are a bit different than what you see on the models or just on the ladies on their Instagram page. If you feel like you might have a bit of a different body type, you can use the sizing guides on each item, also because every jeans might be a bit different, the fit might be a bit different. So if you feel like you're between sizes, you can check the actual sizing of an item, or always you can consult with them. They're super responsive, so that's a good way to go about it as well. So in terms of sizing, as I mentioned, all you have to do is measure your waist at its narrowest point, measure it in inches, because that's the sizing of the jeans on their side. Another thing you should know when it comes to the sizing is that the fabric of the jeans itself, it's like proper jeans, which means it kind of changes between washes. So when it first comes out of the wash, and I'm not gonna talk to you about washing jeans because I'm not gonna take any responsibility because I do it in the worst like possible way. But when it comes off washing and drying, it might be a bit more tight, which it's actually my favorite part of the process. And then as you wear it like twice or maybe 3 times, it will go and become more loose. So it also depends on the style. Some of them come in a more like tough fabric, and some are more soft and kind of sculpt to your body, which sounds good, but for me, I don't know, I just like them when they're more stiff. When I first got my first order, I put them on and they barely fit. It was actually a size bigger than what I wear today. Today I'm a 28-inch waist and I used to be a 30-inch waist. And I put them on, and one of them, especially the Genies, which are more tight, they barely fit, they barely closed, and I was like, oh my god, I ordered the wrong size or something. And it just, that's how they're kind of supposed to be at first, to be super tight at first, because seriously, the fabric, it kind of goes with your body and it can kind of change when you wear it for a few hours. So don't be scared if you actually order the right size and then they feel like kind of too small, because seriously, they will change. Also, some of them might bleed some color. So also the first time I wore them, I put my hands in my pockets a lot and my hands turned out to be kind of blue at the end of the night. So just so you know. And also don't wash them with very light colors, especially the first couple of times, because they're actual like jeans fabric, so they have a lot of color bleed. I'm now gonna try on some different styles. So I also used to have the classics and the side button down jeans, which I really love, but they were in a 30-inch waist, which was a bit big on me, and also their fabric was more soft and they became very baggy after just wearing them for half a day, so I resold them. But I still have so many pairs of jeans to show you and so many tops that I purchased over the last couple of years. So let me start changing and showing you all of them. First up are my Norma jeans. These are my current favorites. They have a classic fit and a front zipper. This is kind of rare, as most of Freddy's jeans feature a side zip inside one of the pockets. Right now they look a bit baggy, as I just wore them for a few times and didn't get a chance to wash them just before filming this, so they would have fit a bit better. By the way, also check out the belts on their site. These are actual dead stock vintage belts. When I found this out, I pretty much bought whatever I found in my size, and I'm really happy I did. I paired the jeans here with Freddy's work shirt in black. It's a size 10 and might be a little short on me, but I really don't mind. Next are my new Soo Z Q jeans. This is actually my first time trying them on. At this point, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna close, but I tried. I ended up giving up and running downstairs to Alonso, who closed them without any trouble. But as you can see, they're super tight. They actually kind of remind me of 1970s kind of jeans, and I really like it. I think it's a bit different than all the other jeans of them I have, and I'm happy to have a more slim leg jeans option. I also really love this top. It's called the saddle top. I don't think they have it in stock right now, but they do have a lot of different kind of tops with this kind of shoulder, which is super flattering in my opinion. It's kind of 40s inspired, and it can really make any outfit look a bit more fancy. This is my new jacket. It's called the Burgundy Topper on their site, and they have a lot of other colors of this jacket. This is really my current obsession. I wear it almost every day because it's really cute and at the same time it's really warm and very cozy, and it goes perfectly with jeans. This is seriously one of the most useful items of clothing I currently have. I also want to give a quick side recommendation. I'm wearing underneath all this Rago's bra that has a vintage shape, which helps make all of the tops look a bit more vintage. These next two items are probably two of the most popular items of this brand, I'm just guessing. The Genies are classic jeans with a bit of a slimmer leg than the actual classic jeans. They feature a side zipper inside one of the pockets. This shirt is the Spellbound top in black. It's one of the best shirts ever and has a soft thin fabric, big puffy sleeves that look very glamorous, and a double button detail. I really need this top in all the possible colors, especially pink. I added another extra fold, so they're a bit shorter, and you can also see my beautiful new beige footwear shoes, which are completely vegan and also vintage inspired, and also Paco likes them, as you can see him licking my feet here. This one is also one of my favorites. It's the Dungaree's dolls. I hope I'm saying it right. So these are overalls, of course, that are made from the same denim as their jeans. I think they kind of fit similar to the classic jeans, but have this top part. The straps feature two buttons, so you can choose how tight you would like to close it. I ordered this in long leg, so I actually have enough to fold them and have a pretty thick fold at the bottom that reaches my shoes. So I'm really happy I finally found the jeans in my size that were long enough for this. I paired them here with one of their sweaters that I ordered a while ago in pink. This pair is new as well. It's the Genies pedal pushers, which are supposed to be the same shape as the Genies, which are more slim leg. This is why I'm struggling to close it. And you can see here there are two options. You can wear them without folding at all. This is how it would look. And also you can fold them, which I always do, also because I live in a warm climate and I just think it looks a bit cuter when it's just below the knees. I paired it here with one of the shirts they used to have on their site. I really hope they will have it again soon. So this look is kind of sad actually. It features one of my favorite tops ever, which has a stain I can't seem to remove, and also these shorts that are a bit too big on me and they don't make them anymore. These are one of the most flattering and comfortable shorts I ever had, which is not that simple to find. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I really hope you liked it. Please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it and if you would like to see more of this kind of videos in terms of reviews and styling and just recommendations for different brands. Also, if you like my videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, whatever you can do to support my content and my channel. I would really appreciate it. See you on my next video.